This is Daddario. I am here today to talk to you about adding 10 to any number. So you have been practicing place value, tens and ones. So we're going to start getting into some double digit addition. So we're going to kind of do it step by step. So I'm going to start with showing you how to add tens. Then I'm going to show you how to add 10 to any number. And then tomorrow I have a series of some videos where you're going to practice adding 10 to any number and then adding 1 to a number and the difference and doing some practice. So we're going to be doing that to start, and then next week we'll add 2-digit numbers with a 1-digit number and so on and so on. All right, so I have in front of us here is a hundreds chart. So I want to show you one way we can add 10 with using a hundreds chart. But first I want to show you that when we move on a hundreds chart, and I apologize if my face looks extra bright because my camera, I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it is what it is. So on my hundreds chart, if we are moving from side to side across a row, so from this row this way to this way, okay? So I'm moving by rows. That means that we are adding 1. So if I'm moving this way, I'm adding 1, okay? So these are rows when you're moving from left to right. Now, if I'm moving, let me erase my rows here. If I'm moving from top to bottom, I am in columns. So I'm moving from up and down, vertical, top to bottom. So if I'm moving down, then I'm adding 10, okay? So side to side from across a row, we are moving by 1. And then if we are moving straight down in a column, we are going by tens. All right, today we're going to focus only on the adding 10. So I'm going to show you what I mean by using the hundreds chart, and then I'm going to show you quickly by using some base 10 blocks. So if I have a problem like 30 plus 10 equals, so I'm going to look in my tens column, 10, 20, 30. Okay, here's my 30. I'm going to plus 10, so I'm going to be going straight down. 10, my answer would be 40. Okay, so each move you make is by tens. So I went down 1, which is 10. My answer is 40. All right, I can do the same thing. Let's erase that. If I have a number like 24, if I say 24 plus 10, okay, so I'm going to find 24. So here's my 20s row, 21, 22, 23, 24, plus 10. I'm going to go straight down, only 1 because that's 10. So then my answer is 34. Okay, so that's just adding 10. Something else we could do is we could add more than 110. And let me just show you that quickly, and then we'll move into the tens blocks. So if I have the number 20 plus 30, okay, so I'm going to start at my 20. Now I'm going to add 10, but not just 10, I'm adding 30. So I'm going to count by tens, again, going straight down. I'm going to go 10, 20, 30. And here's my answer is 50. So I can add more than 110 at a time. And I can do that from any number using the hundreds chart. Now if I switch over to my tens blocks, we're going to see some extra place values that we definitely don't need right now. And we're not even going to pay attention to the ones right now. We're just going to focus on the tens. So that's going to go away. I'm going to move some of my blocks. So I'm moving my tens blocks. All right, and if I say I put a plus sign in the middle here, okay, I can do the same thing. So I have 3 tens blocks plus 1 tens block would equal, so this is how much? 10, 20, 30, then plus 10 more is 40. So my answer would be 40. So I would put 4 tens blocks, which is the same as 40. Okay, so we're just adding tens. I could do the same thing if I add a couple more. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So I'm going to add 3 tens plus 3 more tens. And if I count by tens, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I have 6 tens, 5, 6, which equals the number 60. Okay. All right. Another thing I want to show you really quickly before I have you set off to practice is if we make this number, so I'm using my tens and ones, now I'm going to use some ones. So take a minute and look at the number. What number do we see here? If I have 2 tens and 4 ones, if we were practicing our place value, so that would be the number 24. Okay, I want to add 10 to that. Okay, so if I'm going to add 10 more, that means, so this, my addition problem is going to go away. I would physically add another 10. So now my number would become, if I have 3 tens and 4 ones. So you'll notice that when we had 24 plus 10, our answer became 34. You'll notice that my ones place did not change. I still only have 4 ones. The only thing that changed was my tens place. So if you are adding 10 or multiples of 10 to any number, the only thing that's going to change is your tens place. Let's try one more. All right, if I have the number 12, and let's say I want to add 30 to the number 12. So let me write my problem here. I have 12 plus 30. Okay, so it's going to go away for a second. So I have a 1 and a 10, 1 10 and 2 ones, which is 12. I want to add 30. So I'm adding 10, 20, 30. So notice I added nothing to the ones place because I'm only adding 10. So if I go back to my problem, 12 plus 30, what would my answer be? So we'll just count what we have here. We have 4 tens, so 4 in the tens place, and my 1 stayed the same, so a 2. So my answer would be 42. So that's 2 different ways that we can add tens, using tens blocks or using our hundreds chart. So I have one link for you to practice adding 10 to any number, and then tomorrow's lesson, there are 3 videos. They're very quick and short about adding tens and adding ones, and then there's some practice for you to do Thursday and Friday. All right, I hope you all take care. Have a great day. Bye.